is one of the top 10 public health accomplishments of the last century. But new studies now say that too much fluoride is damaging the teeth of more than 1 in 3 teens. So for the first time in nearly 50 years, the federal government is reversing course and recommending less fluoride in water.
There's a twinkle in your eye when there's fluoride for their teeth.
For years, fluoride has been added to toothpaste and is in other products we eat and drink. The government says Americans are now ingesting too much fluoride. Its new recommendation, no more than 0.7 milligrams of fluoride for every liter of drinking water, down from 1.2 milligrams a liter. Cities such as New York, Chicago, and Minneapolis, and many others whose water has higher amounts of fluoride would have to reduce them to meet the new target. Dr. Griffin Cole of Austin, Texas, says he has treated some severe cases of fluorosis in children.
The teeth become brittle, become weak, and you have to treat them with either crowns or new facings, and it can be very costly.
Critics say fluoride can cause greater damage than just brittle teeth. Even the National Research Council, whose 2006 report was cited today by the EPA, linked it to bone damage and increased risk of fractures.
I have some fluorosis, which is just some etching, some marking on my teeth, and I have hypothyroidism, and that is related to ingesting fluoride. And I'm thinking that perhaps my severe break in my wrist maybe wouldn't have been so bad if I didn't have brittle bones and brittle teeth.
Through the lips and past the gums and into the stomach in seconds. It's a drink of water, plus a little hydrofluorosilicic acid, a chemical so corrosive and toxic it carries a warning label.
Drinking water with fluoride in it does not have any beneficial effect to the teeth whatsoever.
And San Antonio's Metro Health Department studies appear to back that up. After 9 years and $3 million of adding fluoride, research shows tooth decay hasn't dropped among the poorest of Bexar County's children. It has only increased, up 13% last year. 1 out of 2 children in the Head Start program who were checked for cavities had some. Also on the increase is fluorosis, or staining of the teeth. Drink a lot of fluoridated water and you run the risk of these permanent splotches. In fact, fluorosis is up 41% across the nation. It's so prevalent, the Centers for Disease Control warns parents about mixing baby formula with fluoridated water. In 2006, the National Academy of Science reported that even at low levels, ingesting fluoride increases bone fractures and contributes to diabetes, brittle bones, and thyroid dysfunction. Dr. Laura Pressley says she learned that the hard way.
About 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism.
With the diagnosis, she began taking a regimen of drugs to control it. Thyroid disease is not something that runs in her family, so Pressley investigated.
And I do have fluorosis in my teeth and the white discoloration. And so I know I grew up with fluoride in my tap water as a child.
As a chemist, Pressley says her research pointed to fluoride. So she took it out, all of it, through water filters and a change in diet. And she says when fluoride disappeared, so did her symptoms.
I was on migraine medication, I was on allergy medication, I was on thyroid medication. I take no medications at all today, and that is shocking because I was on so much 3 years ago.
This compound that the city's adding is actually many times more toxic than lead. It's nearly as toxic as arsenic.
In Austin, fluoride opponents have taken their fight to City Hall. They want a warning label, at least on the water bill, that mirrors the warning that comes from the company. It's a first step, they say, in joining the 250 communities that have stopped fluoridation completely.
Let's get the warning on the label, on our city bill, and let's just get it out of the water. It's time.
For the I-Team, Joe Conger, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
My name is Dr. Neil Carman. I have a PhD from the University of Texas at Austin with an emphasis in the biological sciences and environmental studies. And I've been working with the Sierra Club for 20 years. I work for the state of Texas looking at industrial pollution from industrial factories. So I've had a lot of experience with toxic chemicals. These fluoride chemicals that are being added to the water are extremely toxic substances. I have spoken quite a few times down at the city council. I've met with city council members, people on their water utility staff and their medical and human health services staff, and I believe that the city council and the staff people are grossly ignoring the emerging scientific evidence of how damaging fluoride is to human health as well as to vegetation. And the city needs to stop sticking its head in the sand about the toxicity of fluoride. They need to end it as soon as possible.
Provided the science, we have met with them numerous times, and it doesn't seem like anybody really wants to listen to this.
How does fluoride hurt us?
Lots of ways. There's plenty of science to show that if you get too much fluoride in your body, first of all, your body can only get rid of about 50% of it through the kidneys. So if anybody has any kind of kidney dysfunction, they're going to suffer because they can't get rid of it. It likes to compete with iodine. So for people who have thyroid issues, it's very, very possible that the fluoride that they're getting in their body has accumulated to such a level that it's beaten the iodine, and they're now suffering from that as well. It affects the pineal gland.
I have hypothyroidism. I have to take medication because the fluoride in the water actually decreases my ability to absorb iodine. It replaces the iodine in my thyroid, so I'm having to medicate myself because of the fluoride in the water. For 3 years, our remarks, our comments, our scientific evidence has fallen on deaf ears.
I began speaking before the City Council on October 10th, 2008, and I'm still at it. I've been doing that at least once a month for the last 36 months, and I've spoken at least 45 times before the council.
And if Laura Pressley is voted into office, she will listen to us, she'll act, she will speak for the people of Austin, and she will work towards getting this fluoride out of our water.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Pressley, and I'm running for the Austin City Council because they are not responding and acting in our best interest. I completely removed fluoride from my diet with regard to foods and what I drank. And I would even go to the extent of taking bottled water that was fluoride free to restaurants. It's been 4 years now, and I've been completely off all medication, my thyroid medication that I was on for over 10 years. And it's just wonderful. My metabolism is normal. I can sleep. I'm not tired. I have energy that I never had before. And my body weight is back to normal. I had gained about 10 to 15 pounds before I took all the fluoride out of my diet, because it does affect your metabolism. And so there's this huge amount of health benefits. I'll be 50 this year, and I'm on no medications. I don't take any thyroid medicine. I don't take any allergy medication that I was taking before.
She understands the chemistry. In fact, she understands it so well that she's able to provide the information to others in a way that's understandable, that maybe a dentist couldn't do or a toxicologist couldn't do. Laura can. She is a great communicator, and she will get the word out, and she will be truly a champion for Austinites.
Fluoride also harms those with kidney disease and diabetes, and most importantly, it really harms babies. When families use tap water to reconstitute formula, it really affects our children that are 6 months and less of age. When babies do not have their kidneys developed, and so they don't have the filtering mechanism that adults have. And we've tried to get warnings on our water bill with regard to infants and children, and the City Council would not do that. And that's why I'm here. I want to be able to get fluoride out of our tap water and make sure babies are protected, our families are protected, and our children are protected.
In Austin, fluoride opponents have taken their fight to City Hall. They want a warning label, at least on the water bill, that mirrors the warning that comes from the company.
What have you found in speaking with Austin City Council?
I found that they are very resistant to change. I believe the majority of them today understand and know that water fluoridation is a very bad thing to be doing. At least 5 of the 7, I'm positive, know. Yet they persist for political reasons.
There's a couple council members that do know the issues with fluoride. I don't think they are willing to stick their neck out. I have no problem with that. My behavior and my personality is one just to say the truth and get it out there and not have any fear of what someone's going to say. And so that's the piece I bring, and that's what the council needs. They need someone to be a leader, to bring these issues up, educate them, the different members, and make a proposal and take action on it, and that's what I can bring.
She is well educated on the issue of fluoride's toxic effects, and I think that's why it's really important to have members on the council who are more aware of the science and the health effects about fluoride.
So it's just time for Austin to be truly green and lead the way, because trust me, if we do this, if we end fluoridation, there's going to be a cascading effect like you wouldn't believe nationwide. We can be the true leaders and be a truly green city.
Everybody vote for Laura, please. You will be very happy with the results.
So I'm running for the Austin City Council because there is a better way to run our city government. And I am here to listen to citizens and to take action and do the things that we have been asking them to do for years. And that's why I'm here. So please vote Laura Pressley for Austin City Council. The election starts April 30th for early election, and May 12th is election day. And I need your support so that we make a change for the better in our council. We would love to have all the volunteers that we can get. Our website is pressleyforaustin.com, and we are doing block walking, we're doing phone banking, fundraising, and so anybody that wants to come and help and spread the word of how Austin can be a better place and how we can have a better city council, please come and help us.